Hey there, Jim Gavigan, Industrial Insight, and it's that time of year again. It is time for our anniversary video, and this year, amazingly enough, we celebrate 8 years. 8. So hard to believe, 8 years in business. So first of all, I got to thank some people. I'm gonna do some more thanking at the end of the video, but first of all, I have to thank my creator, who I refer to as Yahweh. Most of you call him God. We're all on the same page. It's our one and only Almighty. I give him all the credit through his son, who I refer to as Yeshua now. I'm trying to call them by their given names as given in the Bible and not the things we've kind of butchered in the English language. So many of you call him Jesus, but I call him Yeshua, and I call his father Yahweh. So it's God and Jesus who I'm referring to. It's not some strange religion for those of you that are Christians who follow me. I just know that everything I've been given, talent-wise, experiences, family, the people who've come into my life, our customers, everything is heavenly, and it's not of my own doing. So let's just put it that way. So that's the first thank you, because without him, I wouldn't be here. So with that, I want to kind of do a quick review, year in review. It's been certainly a challenging year. Start out the year, my niece, she was, I think, 38. She passed away suddenly, and while I was at her funeral, I had to say goodbye to 2 employees. Katie Ellis and Abel Padilla both left at the end of January. And that was a challenge, but it was probably the right thing. We were a little slower than we had been. And so it was probably saved me from making some really hard decisions at that point. But they're both better off. They're both doing, seems like they're doing great. I've stayed in touch with Katie. She's doing excellent at her former employer, doing a different job. And from what I hear, she's doing really well at it. And just got a helicopter flying over right there. I'm not really sure what's going on there, so I'm going to pause for just a second. So my plan after Katie and Abel left was just to stand pat with 4 of us, me, Ben, Nick, and Philip. And you guys as customers had other plans, because all of a sudden, as soon as I made that call, everybody comes out of the woodwork with purchase orders for us, like, hey, we got work for you, we need help. So by April, I had to go hire 2 people. I hired Justin Crawford, who I'd been talking to for several years, who we had wanted to figure out how to make it work. And it was a great opportunity for both of us at the time. He was looking to do something different, and his contract was, was about up, and we needed help. And so we felt like it would be a good fit mutually, and it certainly has been. And then right after that, and they started on the same day, but within a week, we pulled the trigger and hired Amanda Lollitt Granger, who has a lot of manufacturing experience, and we've really coveted that. And she came aboard, and they both started sometime in April. Can't remember the exact date, but they've both been excellent additions. Really kind of rounded out some skill levels that we have. So that was kind of like through the spring. And then just let's say on the employee front here, we ended up losing Philip Babb, who got an excellent job with an end user, kind of more toward what his degree was in, which is petroleum engineering. So we definitely wish him the best. We really enjoyed working with Philip. He did some great work for us. And for those of you that work with him know how great he was for our company. So we wish him the best. Hate to lose him, but such is life. And things continue the way I think they're going to. It looks like we're probably going to replace him early 2025, and we have a beat on somebody that we'd really like to hire. So just stay tuned on that front. From there, let's talk about, I guess, some of the business stuff, right? We've actually had more new customers in the last 2 years than we've ever had, and that's been amazing. We're very diverse. We're in pulp and paper, chemicals, I'm going to go ahead and turn around because it's really, really bright right there. So that lighting is going to be terrible. We're in lots of different industries. We're in pulp and paper, chemicals, food and bev, power gen, pharma. Gosh, what am I missing? I think that was everything. If I'm missing one, I can't think of it at the moment. But, you know, we've definitely diversified industries. We've really started to diversify the platforms we're working in. We're working in some new things. You know, probably most notably this year, we've done several projects with IOTA and the team over there. And that's been going really well. It's a very interesting platform. We really like it. Had some really good discussions here recently with the folks at Dimension Software. And we're very, very excited for some of the things that they're working on. And so definitely starting to, you know, work on some things. We've been doing some work with the folks from Data Park as well. Because one of our customers is a big user of Parkview, and so we're getting some platform experience in that as well. So one of the things I like to see us do is definitely diversify in the kind of platforms we can work on and in the industries that we're in, because it makes us stronger. Because invariably there's ups and downs in every industry, and every platform has its ups and downs too. So, and not every platform solves every problem for everyone. So you have to have some diversity there. So we're really excited about some of those things. Let's see, what else? What's next? I actually got notes this time. I usually don't. I just kind of wing it. And in reality, I'm not really going to edit this video. I just want it to be like, you know, we're walking and talking, you know, walking through this little path here at a spot close to my house, and my wife come and walk at quite a bit. Oh yeah. So some things we've done this year. I've done more training than I've ever done. I think we've, and not just me, but Philip had done some training before he left. I bet we've trained over 100 people on Pi this year. It's been wild. and I'm actually teaching 3 classes right now, all online, and super excited about that. As a matter of fact, one of them, and this is really interesting too, is with a system integrator who, you know, focuses more on control systems. They got us involved with one of their end users, and they want to grow in this space. So we're training some of their folks because we think we can scale this thing up, and we're going to need some extra hands, and we're going to need some of their hands. So I'm working on that. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, ton of training. We've done probably more custom applications than we've ever done. Most of that's been Nick Vitello. He did one for a paper company. They needed a profile application and needed something to just go natively right into Pi Vision, so he built that for them. He also built a really cool swim lane graphic for an oil and gas customer, and I'll do videos on those coming up, and I'll talk a little bit more about the video plans for next year as well. But definitely done some more custom apps. We've done a lot more like Pi admin and upgrades and things of that nature, which also is kind of leading us into potentially, you know, some other services. So I'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute as well. So, you know, it's definitely been a year where we've kind of diversified, and, you know, maybe we're starting to find out who we really are. You know, sometimes it takes a little while. You know, you've got to try things, you know, maybe fail at some things, do some things well, but, you know, really the core that I've always wanted is for us to be able to help people use the data better than anybody else, right? We've really wanted to help people do that, right? So we have to do the admin stuff. We have to do the training. But, you know, I've kind of slept on that. I've kind of ignored that in the past. And I think we need to make it more of a focus, as, you know, some of the custom apps, you know, as well. We need to make sure people know that we can do those kind of things. So you'll be seeing us put some more stuff out about that. So as a matter of fact, that kind of leads me into my next thing is, yeah, we're going to step up the marketing game. So we have a website refresh that's about to happen. Group 5 West out of Little Rock, Arkansas is helping us with that. Lisa and Nicole Hemme are helping us, and known Lisa for, I don't know, probably close to 15 years now, and they do great work. Really excited about it. It looks very clean. It's very simple, but it tells our story. They did a great job just simplifying the copy, and in very much an economy of words, which I'm not known for. You guys all know that. You give me a hard time about, you know, my 2 minutes on Tuesday videos that last 3 minutes or 8 minutes. you know, my economy of words is never something I've been great at. I do like to talk, right? So they've really done a great job at taking what we do and in an economy of words have really captured the essence of who we are and what we do. So I'm super excited about that, which is then going to also get us into doing some more digital ads and things like that. So hopefully you'll be seeing us a little bit on LinkedIn and some other platforms, you know, and you'll see some of our ads. We'll probably be doing some mailings just to let people know like what we're up to. So look for that as well. If you don't want to get them, just unsubscribe. It's fine. I get tons of emails too. Unsubscribe from stuff all the time. Even companies I like, I'm just like, this just doesn't fit me right now. I love you, but doesn't fit me. So go away. So I won't be upset at that. Not too much anyway. Let's see. So what are we? Oh, marketing from a video standpoint. I've still got, you know, I've been doing the 2 minutes on Tuesday thing, which seems to be going well. You know, get a lot of engagement on it, which is what I want. And so we're probably going to continue to do some of that, you know, just whatever my little musings are every Tuesday, just a quick hitter. And then I've got probably 7 or 8 other videos that I really want to shoot. And frankly, with all the training and other things I've personally been doing, I haven't had time to do that and do the editing and all that. But with Lisa and Nicole helping, you know, maybe we can figure out how to get some more videos out. My plan's probably do once a month next year. That would be, you know, pretty ideal for me. Don't want to overload you guys. I'm not going to be like one of these other YouTubers where it's like once a week or, you know, every day or something like that. That's not really what I'm shooting for. So let's see. Talk about a couple things we're going to be offering or really like focusing on with the marketing effort and new services, right? One is the admin services. We've always done it, but I've never really promoted it as, hey, this is a service and we're going to build a real offering around it, you know, with a ticketing system and kind of more of, we'll eventually have a dedicated staff to that. We'll probably use some of the folks we got on staff now to kind of get it going and get it where we want it. And then, you know, look for some people that love to just do kind of the IT admin type work and have them do all that kind of work. So look for that. We will continue to do more custom apps. We've got a couple more partnerships in the works that we're excited about. So we're going to continue to diversify our portfolio as far as that goes, as well as we're talking to other customers in even some other industries. So we're talking to some folks in the plastics industry. We're talking to some folks in the power distribution industry. So some ones that we haven't touched yet, you know, would love to get into. So, you know, that way it keeps things exciting and fresh for us too, because we get to look at something different and we're not looking at the same thing every day. All right, sorry about that. I had to switch arms. It was like 11 and a half minutes on my right arm and it was just getting tired. But anyway, final couple things here. Want to thank some folks. So first of all, employees, both past and current. You're the ones that helped us get here. So Ben Still, my first employee, still with me after almost 7 years. Buddy, couldn't do this without you, and very much appreciate what you do for us. Let's see, I've got them in order here because I had to write this down. So Eric Belaski, Tia Eberline, Katie Ellis, Abel Padilla, Philip Babb, Nick Vitello, current employee. Justin and Amanda, again, Justin Crawford, Amanda Lawlett Granger, current employees, right? Have to mention them. Couldn't be here without you guys. And then there's a whole bunch of folks that I've already thanked, you know, one group in Lisa and Nicole, you know, on the marketing front. These are all the folks that help me run a business to do the stuff that I don't do very well. Like bookkeeping, that would be Christy Tosteven and Bridget Van Landingham at Business Solutions Unlimited here in St. Augustine. Looking at contracts and all the lawyer stuff, that's Rich Brooks. So St. Augustine Law Group here in St. Augustine, former business owner. So he really gives me a great perspective. Marcus Young on the financial side, he advises me on that and helps me put together, you know, helped us put together our 401k platform and some other things we're trying to get done to reward some people. Benetrans, who keeps us compliant. That's a whole story, but they know who they are. Thanks a lot. Essential Advisors, our tax folks, and man, they had a real blow here about, I don't know, a year and a half ago when they lost one of their principal players in Cody Vincent, one of the founders of the company. Another one died suddenly, way too young, you know, mid to late 30s, kids. Man, I just feel so bad, but they've stepped it up, and, you know, they're still, you know, chugging away on all our tax stuff. So I thank you guys so much. And then, gosh, I'd be here all day if I thanked all of our customers and partners, but you guys know who you are and very much appreciate you. And there's been a lot of mentors, and I think one mentor that I really want to thank is John Antony's from Envoy Development. He's been there to talk me off the cliff a couple of times when things weren't going as well as I wanted them to, and he stays in contact with me way better than I stay in contact with him. And buddy, I very much appreciate you for doing that. You've always been an inspiration for me, and I thank you so much. But yeah, we have some really good folks around us that help us be successful. And, you know, realistically, I couldn't do this without everyone that I've mentioned. This is not just me. And one of the things I'm really proud of right now is I feel like very few customers, if something were to ever happen to me, heaven forbid it does, if something were to happen to me, I'm pretty sure you guys know my team better than you know me. And you trust them. They're the ones that are doing the work, not me. You know, and I think you'd keep going with this group. It's a very, very solid group of people. Probably the most solid I've ever had. No offense to anybody who has worked here before. But, you know, if I just look at it from a fit perspective, not necessarily the skill, but skill and fit, right? Because sometimes people are going to be here for a season. And so I think this group has a chance to be here for a good while. And so just want to say thank you to everybody who has helped us get here. 8 years in business with Industrial Insight. And once again, thank you.